Just off the top of this press conference, there was an important moment where the White House press secretary has confirmed that there will be an exemption for the big three automakers in North America. Let's just listen to that first.
Spoke with the big three auto dealers. We are going to give a 1-month exemption on any autos coming through USMCA. Reciprocal tariffs will still go into effect on April 2nd. But at the request of the companies associated with USMCA, the president is giving them an exemption for 1 month so they are not at an economic disadvantage.
The CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick has been listening along with me and joins me now from Washington. Every moment of every day is just like this. Megan, so that is big news, according to the White House press secretary, that there is this exemption, right?
Yeah, and so maybe that's what Howard Lutnick was talking about, Andrew, when it came to when he was previewing that there would be some kind of announcement today. Now, again, we don't have any other details other than what she just said. So hopefully we can get a little bit more from them. But again, just in case people aren't familiar with what she's referring to when she says April 2nd, that is when what the U.S. is calling reciprocal tariffs will go into place. And that is with global trading partners. The U.S. saying if another country has tariffs on them, they will match those and reciprocate. But yes, the point being, I mean, yesterday, the 25% tariffs went into effect on most goods, which would have included autos, 10% on energy. But the question had been in terms of, after the backlash in the markets yesterday and other response, and obviously Canada's response, reciprocating with tariffs of its own, we've heard a lot of concern from the auto industry and warnings that it could virtually shut down within days because of how closely integrated the auto industry is across the border, with parts being shipped back and forth in order to make an entire vehicle. So it's interesting that this has happened so quickly, Andrew, and I'd love more details on how the president came to this decision. I mean, it sounds like he obviously had phone calls with the heads of the big auto companies, and they obviously have some sway when it comes to the president, and they were able to convince him. But it's a 1-month exemption too. This is not a permanent thing. So we'll have to see where it goes from there. But do you want to pick up on what else was in that briefing?
Okay. So it was just to confirm this. So the call is with the big three automakers. In case people needed a reminder, it's Stellantis, Ford, and General Motors. They asked for a 1-month exemption when they spoke with the president today, and they are getting it. This is according to and I'd
personally like to see Megan, if this sets a precedent too. I mean, because there's other industries that also would like an exemption. So not sure what other CEOs he might talk to today to see if there's any other carve-outs for any other industries. But just quickly too,
they actually are saying, just as you said this, I don't know if we're going to go back to this, but sorry to interrupt, but Trump is open to hearing about additional tariff exemptions. So there you go. Just literally, as you said that. This is, are we good? Should we go back to the White House? Oh, we don't have it yet. Okay, we don't have that yet. All right, but that is something that was just said. So Trump is open to hearing about additional tariff exemptions. So that's just to help inform what you were going to talk about, Megan, in terms of what we heard from the press secretary more generally about the tariffs on Canada.
Yeah, two other key things I want to pick up on here was the question to her about the economic pain that Americans are going to feel because of these tariffs. Last night in his speech, Trump acknowledged there would be, quote, some disturbance. That was the word that he used. And the press secretary there was asked to, and Trump said he was okay with that we are okay with that, he said. His argument is that there might be a little bit of short-term pain for long-term gain. The press secretary was asked, why should Americans be okay with that? Things are already expensive. Life is expensive. He promised to bring down the price of food and gas. And now because of these tariffs, the tariff war, the trade war, things could get more expensive. She didn't really give a solid answer to that other than Americans voted for this, is partly what she said. That the president is standing up for Americans, pushing back against trading partners for unfair trade practices. That's the view of the U.S., that they've been getting ripped off by Canada and other countries. And she reiterated what we already know, Andrew, that Donald Trump loves tariffs.
Sorry, Megan. Sorry, Megan. They're talking about cars at the White House. Let's watch.
Mm-hmm.
No exemption, so that's where the 1 month comes from.
Does he expect them to be able to shift production within a month?
He told them that they should get on it, start investing, start moving, shift production here to the United States of America, where they will pay no tariff. That's the ultimate goal.